Cooking with Gloria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious guava atole. Perfect for this cold weather. I know that you guys are going to love it and enjoy it with your family. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. I have cornstarch, about 10 guavas, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 sugar cone, water, and milk. This is everything we need for this delicious guava atole. I hope you give it a try and enjoy it with your family like I enjoyed here. So let's get started. I have my guavas here and they are organic. Let's take them to the sink and let's start rinsing them one by one, making sure that we rinse them very good through running water. Once this is done, now we are going to go ahead and start just slicing the edges. You want to make sure that you don't cut too much because you want enough pulp for your atole. Just take the little sides off slowly so you don't take too much pulp off. I'm gonna continue slicing the rest of them just like this. And really, this is what it takes a little more time doing, but you know something is really worth it. I tried this atole in Mexico many years back, and you know something? I really love this atole. Once you cut the edges, now you're gonna cut it in 4 pieces, just like this. The reason that you cut it just like this is so that you get all the delicious flavor of the guava out of the guava. So I'm just gonna continue cutting them in 4 pieces, one by one, until I am completely done. And here I am done, and I am ready to add it to my pan. I'm gonna go ahead and just add everything in here. Of course, to this I'm going to add 2 cups of water, and I'm going to add my sugar cone and my cinnamon stick. We're gonna go ahead, take it to the stove, let it cook in medium-low heat until everything incorporates completely. Here I have my cornstarch, and I'm adding very cold water so that I could dissolve it. I'm adding just half a cup of very cold water, making sure that you add cold water instead of warm water. If you add warm water, it's gonna get really lumpy and your atole is not gonna come out perfect, nice and smooth. So this step is very important. Make sure that you add very cold water, and look how it's going to dissolve really nicely. It's gonna look like milk. Well, let's see how this is simmering. It's simmering really nice in medium-low heat. As you could tell, the sugar cone is still there and it's already pulling apart. The cinnamon, you could really smell the cinnamon now, is really releasing all the delicious flavor. We're gonna let it cook here for just a couple more minutes until we see the sugar cone really dissolved completely. It's gonna take about 5 minutes, but be patient because this guava atole comes out delicious every time. Look at the sugar cone. It's already more than half already melted. We're gonna leave it here. Take your time. Your home will smell delicious with the guava flavor and the cinnamon. You know something? 3 minutes have passed already, and the cinnamon and the sugar cone is completely dissolved. The cinnamon stick already pulled apart, and even the water, you could see the water, it's nice and brown. And now This is the time when I'm going to go ahead and just remove all the little pieces of the cinnamon stick. The cinnamon has released all the delicious flavor in the liquid, and just make sure that you remove all the cinnamon stick. You don't need them anymore. And now I'm going to turn off my stove. I'm going to add everything that I have on the pan to my blender. Be careful, I don't want you to get burned, and let's go ahead and blend it until it's nice and smooth. It's gonna take just a couple of minutes until everything has blended completely. Okay, this is completely done, and we're gonna use the same pan, but we're gonna put it through a sifter. We wanna make sure that the sifter takes all the seeds, all the skin of the guava, because that's exactly what we don't want in our atole. We want the atole to be really nice and smooth, but we want the atole to be really infused with the guava flavor and the cinnamon. Look at this. This is exactly what we don't want. All this pulp, we're gonna discard it. And now we're just gonna mix it well. Add the milk slowly so it doesn't pull apart. Take your time adding your milk. Once you added all your milk and it's already nice and incorporated, well, you know something, let's taste it. Let's see if we need to add any more sugar. To my tasting, this is perfect. I want to show you how this looks. It's really nice and smooth. There's no lumps. It's already boiling from the center. And when it's already like this, boiling from the center, then this is the time when we're going to go ahead and add our cornstarch. You want to make sure that you mix one more time your cornstarch way on the bottom, so that you make sure that the cornstarch really incorporates to the liquid we added. And now is the time we're going to go ahead and be adding it slowly, but at the same time we're going to be moving it around. We don't want the cornstarch to start getting clumpy. We want everything to be nice and smooth. Once you added your cornstarch, be careful, because you could really make a mess on your stove, and please do not step away. It takes just a couple minutes before you start seeing it getting nice and thick and nice and smooth. The longer you let it cook, the thicker it's going to become. Look at this. Right now, you could tell that it's already getting really nice and thick, but yet it's nice and creamy. You could see the texture. We're gonna let it cook for just a little bit more until I like it a little thicker. Just don't step away. And now I am so ready to go ahead and just taste it. Okay, this tastes delicious. I can't wait to start adding it to my cup. And this is the time when I'm going to go ahead, turn it off, add it to my cup, because I can't wait to taste it and enjoy this delicious guava atole. I'll see you in a little bit. I am ready for the presentation. am completely done with this delicious guava atole. This guava atole comes out so delicious and so penetrated. My home really smells like guava. I hope you could enjoy it at home. But you know that this part is the part, you know that this is the part I really love and enjoy, tasting my recipes. Let's see how this guava atole came out. It's really nice and hot, perfect for this weather. Excuse me. You know something is really nice and creamy? The guava flavor is so penetrated that I know that you guys are going to love it. If you like guavas like I do, this is a perfect atole for you. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share my video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push the notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying this delicious guava atole. Give it a try. I know you're going to love it. See you on my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.